Good morning. Today is day 84 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Every night, almost every night before I go to bed, I check the weather through my Garmin. And last night, when I got here, I tried to check the weather, and it never sent me anything back. And I was just like, whatever, I'm going to bed. So I wake up this morning to turn my Garmin on and send my normal message, good morning, I'm awake and safe. And I turn it on, and it says, welcome, let's set up your device. What? What are you talking about? My device is already set up. I don't understand. Yeah, it's like you need an active subscription. I have a subscription. I have a card on file. Oh my gosh. As of right now, there is no way for me to contact my husband or my parents or anyone to let them know, hey, I'm good, don't worry. And then I feel like I remember you can do something on your iPhone to send some type of message through satellite, but I have no idea how to do that. And I've been looking, and I have no idea. And so my brain's like, oh my gosh, like they're gonna be panicking, they're gonna freak out, and there's literally nothing I can do about it. I told myself, well, my brain said, when you come across someone who has a Garmin device or some type of communication device, then I will ask them if I can message my husband to let him know what's going on. So that way maybe he can go online and see what's going on with my account. And then he can pass that information on to my parents. Or I'll keep checking my phone to see if I have service out here in the middle of nowhere. And if and when I do, I will send a message. But I'm just like, WTF. Yeah, I'm like trying to tell myself like all these different things. Life on life's terms. This is what life is giving me right now. And I can only do what I can do. And with no internet, I can't do anything with this. But I do have the power to use my voice and speak up and ask somebody whenever I see somebody. Oh, God. And I think one of the things that just crossed my mind was like, this is not something that we've ever discussed. What happens if you don't hear from me? How long before you try to reach out to somebody? That's not something that we discussed at all. Because I'm like, I got my Garmin. I'm good. I do not have my Garmin. Yo, I'm tripping. I'm seeing spots. Okay, I'm done talking. It is fine. All is well. And I am going to pray that my family members will remain calm and know that everything is well, too, until I can finally reach them. It's not crazy, but something that I've had to work a lot on and something that I talk with my therapist about a lot has to do with expectations. And I know they say expectations are resentments waiting to happen or something like that. I don't know. And then, gosh, I wish I knew all these things like off the bat. But someone very close to me always talks about there's a difference between an expectation and a demand. But I do have an expectation for this to work. My face looks so puffy. And I have a tendency to become emotionally disturbed when I feel like my expectations aren't being met. But at the end of the day, like, all is well. All is well. All right. I'm going to turn this off and I guess just start with my normal routine. Hot mess. guess who just passed by? Emily and Upgrade. And so they stopped and they let me use their messenger devices. And so I sent my husband a text message. So hopefully he gets that and all is well. All right, I'm gonna finish eating. I'm almost done. And then there you go. Look who I found. It's all the peeps. All the peeps. All right, I'm getting ready to go across this. So I went across and walked a little bit, but I didn't feel like going into the unknown to figure out how to reach back up at the trail. So I crossed back over and now I'm on the trail. I'm just gonna see what it looks like once I get to where you actually cross. Okay, so I got down there and people were taking their shoes off. Some people were going through. I was like, I'm gonna try to not get my feet wet. So there was a one log that one girl went over and I was like, that's a little narrow for me. So then I read the comments and there was another log and I looked at that one and that log was even smaller. I was like, no. So then I read another comment and I went to that log and that was a really big log, but it felt so much higher in the air and I just didn't feel comfortable. So by that time, now mind you, these are minutes. These aren't seconds. I was like, screw this. And I just walked across the water. So I'm wet from slightly above the knee all the way down. Whatever, let's keep going. Just realized, so I had Emily text her husband asking him to text my husband to let him know that I was safe or whatever, and I gave her his work phone number because I'm like, he's at work, no matter what's going on, he'll definitely look at the work phone. It's the weekend. Yeah. So who knows if he even got the message or if he's even looking at the phone. Crazy. Okay. I just got to a little high point, and so I have about a little over a mile going downhill. So now I can talk because I'm not dying. But I feel like that's the thing that worries me about doing Mount Whitney, is because I remember last time how, every couple of steps I had to stop and breathe, and it was hard. And it scares me that the same thing will happen this time, which is one reason why I want to start so early, so I give myself enough time to get up there and make it back down before dark. But anyway, I'm just blurting that out. Just walked across that log that he's walking on right now. Whew. Yeah. I made it to Crabtree, and now I'm gonna try to eat dinner and
go to bed. Because the goal is to get an early start tomorrow for Mount Whitney. Okay, I'm tired. So with the Garmin, when I was turning it on, it was saying activate your device. So I was like, whatever, screw it. And so I started clicking the buttons and it connected to the satellite. So messages started coming in. So messages started coming in, but my contacts are no longer in there. My preset messages are not in there either. And it's no longer connected to the app. And the app is what makes it easier to use. I'll have to figure that out once I get in town. But I can message the peeps with the satellite since they showed me how to use it. Hey. It's 7:16 and I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I think the plan is to wake up at like 2 in the morning and be out of here by 3. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. But I feel like tomorrow is a big day. But then there's also a part of me that's like, well, if you think about it as if it's a regular day, maybe that won't put so much pressure on you. I think that's all I got. See you guys tomorrow.